I'm so glad you were here for our Literacy Circle time. Before we get started, I want to sing our I'm a Big Preschooler song. So, can you stand up with me and get ready to sing with me? All right, here we go. Stand up. All right. I'm a big preschooler, smart and sweet. Here are my hands and here are my feet. When it's time to listen, here's what I do. I sit right down and look at you. All right, so we are about to get started, so I need my best listeners. Remember to turn those listening ears on. Make sure they're on. All right. Well, we have been working all week on this question right here, and it says, what happens at school? So we have learned a lot about what happens at school, haven't we? Before we get started on our story, I want to teach you one last wow word this week. We've learned so many, like disturb and commotion, right? And challenge, a lot of big wow words. So here's the last one. Look at this. What is this girl holding in her hands? What does she have there? Looks like she has a little dustpan and a little broom. This girl is using a brush and this little dustpan to tidy up her room. So the word that I wanted to teach you is tidy. She's going to tidy up her room. She likes to keep things clean, and so does Miss Townsend. I really like to keep my area that I'm working in nice and clean. So just like her, she puts things away where they belong, which is what we're learning to do in here too. And she uses this brush and dustpan to tidy the floor, so she's sweeping it all up in there. She's being a very good helper, isn't she? So when you tidy things, you clean them and put them in order. So I might say, all right, when we're in centers, I might say it's time to clean up. I might say you need to tidy that space up a little bit more. That means that you need to clean it up a little bit and get everything back in order. So our new wow word is tidy. I'll put that over there. All right, let's talk about what happens at school. I'm going to reread one more time, so I'm going to read it again. How do dinosaurs go to school? So just like this dinosaur, you guys are learning what good choices are at school and what choices we shouldn't do at school, right? We're learning to be considerate of others. Remember that word? To think about their feelings and how they feel on the inside. We want to be kind and considerate, don't we? So when we're finished, you're going to help me answer this question, what happens at school? And I'm going to write down some of the things that happen at school. So let's go ahead and get started on how do dinosaurs go to school. All right. How does a dinosaur go to school? Does he walk? Does he ride in a busy carpool? Does he drag his long tail? Is he late for the bus? Does he stomp all 4 feet? Does he make a big fuss? When he gets to the school, does he roughhouse and punch? Does he make a quick grab for a classmate's packed lunch? So when it says, does he roughhouse and punch? Remember we talked about roughhousing and punching. Should we ever use our hands to hurt another friend? No, we should not. Our hands are not for hitting or anything like that, or scratching. And our feet are not for kicking. We keep our hands to ourselves, by our sides, right? We never want to roughhouse and punch. It could hurt our friends. And is it being very considerate to roughhouse your friends and punch them or hit them, it's not very considerate, is it? That does not make them feel good inside, and it's not being very kind. You're not being a very kind friend when you do that. So always remember to be a friend and keep your hands to yourself. Does he race up the stairs right ahead of the bell? Does he interrupt class with his own show and tell? It's not really being considerate of her time either. It's her turn, so he's not being considerate if he talks over her, is he? Does a dinosaur yell? Does he yell? He shouldn't. Should we yell in the classroom? Goodness, no. We use our soft, normal, inside talking voices. When he's yelling and all these kids are trying to learn, he's disturbing them, isn't he? Do you remember our big word, disturb? He's disturbing them. And that's not how a dinosaur should go to school. And when in the classroom, plunked down in his chair, does a dinosaur fidget his tail in the air? We talked about this one, how he's not sitting correctly, is he? We've been working on sitting correctly in our chairs, and this is not what we look like in our classroom, is it? No way. We don't do that. Does he growl during chalk talks or roar out of turn? Is it considerate of others when you talk out of turn? That means whenever your friend is talking, it's their turn to talk, they've raised their hand and they waited on Miss Townsend to say yes, and you're talking over them. It's not being very considerate, because then that person can't say what they want to say. And it's also probably disturbing the rest of the friends. Does he make it too hard for others to learn? Oh, I bet he is definitely disturbing everyone now. Look how noisy he's being while they're trying to learn and work. Does he stir up the classroom by making a noise? Shouldn't do that, should we? They're trying to listen and he's just making noise. Does he tease all the girls? Does he pick on the boys? No. A dinosaur carefully raises his hand, and when we raise our hand, we wait until Miss Townsend says yes. He helps out his classmates with projects they've planned. So now, is he being considerate of others? Raising his hand, waiting his turn right so that he's not talking over everybody. And he's considerate because he's helping this friend out. She was too small to reach, so he's helping her out. He's being a friend and helping her. At recess, he plays with a number of friends and growls at the bullies till bullying ends. So he plays with lots of friends, and he's never a bully. He tidies his desk, then he leaps out the door. I just heard a wow word. It says he tidies his desk. So remember, we learned tidy. So he cleaned it up, didn't he? And we always do that whenever we're done with something. We clean it up and tidy it up. So that's a good choice that he did that. Good work, little dinosaur. All right, boys and girls. All right, so I really love that story, and I hope you all did too. And I hope that you are loving school as much as I am, because I love my job. I love that I get to come here and spend time with you all and help you learn. It's one of my very favorite things. But I want to know, we've asked this question all week, what happens at school? So what happens at school? What do we do at school? we do? We play with our new what? Friends. So I'm going to put, we play with our friends. All right, we play with our friends. Yes, we do, and we play together, and we try to get along, right? What else do we do at school? I know we listen to stories, right? We listen to stories. Okay? Now I know everyone loves this. What do we do around after lunchtime? We get to go play where? Outside, right? I know all of you love that. We play, and what do we call that place where we play? The playground. We play on the playground. Yes, we do. That's always a fun time of our day. You know what I like to do in here with you guys? I like when we get to sing and dance. Do you guys like when we get to sing and dance? I love that. We sing and dance. That is something that I love to do at school. So let's see what we have so far. What happens at school? We play with our friends. We listen to stories. We play on the playground. We sing and dance. Anything else that you all want to add? Tell your mom or dad or grandma and grandpa what you know that happens at school. All right. And I hope that you guys enjoyed our story. I hope you all are enjoying school and loving it as much as me. And I will see you all again very soon.